but I am afraid that if I give him this money, he might travel abroad and forget me. Or if he makes this money, he might marry me out of pity. Or because he has already promised me marriage, he might end up marrying me just to fulfill his promise, not out of choice. Hello, welcome to the Queen Life Stories TV. Okay, so today let us read the story and see what this our sister has to say. All right, so she said, Mommy Queenette, good morning. Good morning, how are you? How are you doing? I'm fine. Please, I need your help on this matter. Thank you so much. Okay, I have a guy who I love so much, and I have a business I am doing as well. But on the contrary, I have been saving up money to enlarge my business because I want to start importing goods from abroad. That's a nice one. But my boyfriend has been begging me to give him the money to sponsor him to travel outside the country, and that if he travels outside the country, he will make the money back faster and in double and come and marry me and take me along with him. He has been begging me to fulfill his dream, that this has been a long time dream to travel outside the country, but fun has always been his problem. The truth is that since I have been dating this guy, he has been so good to me. He has never hurt me. I have never cried since I met him, and he has never made me cry. He has never raised his voice on me. He's so kind and so caring. He always has my best interest at heart. He has always been supportive, but I am afraid that if I give him this money, he might travel abroad and forget me. Or if he makes this money, he might marry me out of pity. Or because he has already promised me marriage, he might end up marrying me just to fulfill his promise, not out of choice. I'm so confused because if I give him this money, now all my dreams of starting my importation business will die off. The money I am talking about is about 6.5 million naira. Wow. Which I have saved for years. I have been saving this money for years and deprived myself of so many things because I want to save for importation business. Please, I'm confused. I don't know what to do, honestly. Please help me. Now, one thing I have to tell everybody, both the guys and the ladies, is there are no formula to this. I mean, this pattern of relationship, there is no particular formula. Okay, a guy can promise you when I travel abroad, if I come back, I will marry you, and still travels and come back and marry you. Okay, a guy can still give you the same promise and fail. There is nothing you did wrong, that as in nothing was the cause. There is no formula to this. I'm just telling you the obvious truth. What I can say is everyone's choice, not you, but the guy, because you will not be the one to marry him. He'll be the one to marry you. Okay, so even you being sure beyond every reasonable doubt is not even enough, because you can't vouch for an adult. No, you can't. An adult can do whatever he or she wants whenever he or she wants, and he or she owes no one any explanation, especially when the person is single. I hope you get me. So I don't want to start giving you high hopes. No, I want to tell you and state the real fact. There is no formula. Okay, but what I can tell you is that just follow your heart. If your heart says give him the money and let him start the traveling processing, you do. If your heart says don't give him, you do. What I'm telling you in essence is that whether you give him or not, whatever he has in mind, because what he has in mind you cannot see, I cannot see. Only him by himself knows what he has concluded in his mind, and only him by himself will make such decision and conclusion. Not even you. There is nothing that you will do that will lure him or persuade him to change his mind if he has already made up his mind. And that's making up his mind. You don't know what he has in mind. So even if you give him the money and he travels abroad and come back and marry you, it is what he has in his mind. And even if you give him the money and he travels abroad and doesn't come back, it's still what he has in his mind. So there is, I'm not trying to be blunt. Okay, I'm trying to be realistic. I don't want to give you high hopes. There is no formula to this. I'm just telling you. There is no formula. All I can say is follow your heart. That it worked for me does not mean it will work for you. And there are other guys which I know that promised their girlfriends the same thing and never came back. So there is no formula. It's not that you're the most beautiful or you're the most well behaved or your cooking is the best, or there is nothing. You did not do anything wrong. It's just choice. So you doing this is a very big risk. But if the risk turns out well, it's worth the risk. That is just it. Okay, so in essence of what I'm saying, just follow your heart. I'm not there to give. I'm not there not to give. Only God, who is in heaven, knows what he has in his mind or what he will turn out to be, because he might have a positive thing in his mind, and when he gets there, his mind will just change. That is human being. Okay, so in essence of what I'm saying, go down on your knees, pray to God to give you direction, because God might use you to give you a good family. Because if you give him the money, he goes out and after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, depending on what he starts doing there, okay, start paying him off, and if he has good intention, he calls you to join him or marries you. You guys are starting your family on a very good foundation. I hope you get me. So God can use you to elevate and start a very good family for you. I don't know. I'm not God. Do you understand? So pray to God. Ask God to give you direction. Listen to that most silent voice. Don't ignore that most silent voice. He's the supreme being. He has the answer to every unanswered questions. He has the final answer. He is the God of the 11th hour. He is the God that never disappoints. I don't know the God you worship, but whichever God you worship, call on your God, okay? And beg your God to give you direction. You are about to take a very big decision and risk. If you will take it, let it be worth it. But if it will not be worth it, let your God show you a sign that will tell you that it's not worth it. I hope I make a lot of sense. I wish you the best. God knows the best. Go to God in prayers. Listen to his voice and he'll give you direction. For me, right now, there is no formula to this. No formula. There is no formula. There are girls that sponsored their boyfriends to abroad and they came back and married them. There are girls that sponsored their boyfriends to abroad and they not come back. So there is no formula. Okay? There are guys that are wayward and there are guys that are not wayward. So since you said that your boyfriend has been good, he has been perfect to you, just follow your heart. Okay? So thank you so much for listening to this episode. See you in our next episode. Bye.